says crafting is a dying art? I'm finding crafters all over the Middle Tennessee area who make unique items that'll be passed down for generations to come. Welcome to HandMade Tennessee. I'm Kimberly Vance along with my very special guest today, LeAnne Grissom. Hi, LeAnne.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Thanks for having me today.
Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Now, I've got two little girls. I'm very excited because now I'm going to be making bows to match everything they've got, provided I can learn.
You can learn.
You make it sound very, very simple.
It is.
The funny thing is, you do not have two little girls.
No, I have two boys.
Now, are we subject to see them with hair bows in?
No,
Absolutely
I've tried
not.
that, but yeah, no. Only in their sleep.
Okay, so you get to practice on them while they're not looking. They're going to love that when they see this.
Yeah,
They're going to be like,
okay.
Mom, you really didn't do it.
Joke's out now.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, you have got some of the absolute cutest ribbons.
Thank you.
And the thing is, you don't use any kind of machine. All
No.
your ribbons are hand-tied.
Exactly.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yes.
I love all of these different colors, and the neat thing is that the ribbons are only limited by your imagination,
Right,
aren't they?
exactly. You
Colors
can mix,
and stuff.
yes, anything together.
Now, what is this? I think that is so cute.
This is a baby headband made out of an old, or a pair of just tights, little girl tights, cut off, be cut off at the leg, and then we'll just tie it up, put a piece of ribbon to match it, glue it at the bottom, and then you can interchange your bows. If you just use a basic color, then you can put anything with them, and they're really soft, and they didn't seem to leave the mark on their head
on the
like
baby's
some do.
heads. Yeah.
But real easy, inexpensive way. Yeah.
Oh, how
just to have
cute.
tons of
See,
stuff.
now you say real easy. Where do you cut the tights off? At?
Right
Like
here.
at the leg? Just at the...
you just kind of gauging the head.
Do you just give a little bit of stretch, or
Well,
would this fit pretty closely
that would
on the baby's
fit.
head?
That would fit pretty close. But just pull it apart.
That is unbelievable. I was wondering where in the world you found this fabric that was so soft.
Just a pair of tights, and I get them. A lot of times you find them marked down.
Yeah. I found them for $1/4 a pair before.
When my sister was little, we used her tights. Washed them up. Recycle.
Yes.
Be green.
We love the recycling.
Just tighten a knot
Look
like
at
this.
that.
Kind of. You want to pull it to make sure that knot's
Gonna stay.
gonna stay.
That's cute, just like that.
Snip your ends off.
Man, that's smart. Now, where in the world did you get the idea to use ties? Did you come up with that?
No, I saw somewhere that, probably on the internet, that they had headbands made out of tights. Didn't really actually see it, and I just kind of sat down and played with it. Just by looking at the example on the internet, I looked and just saw it.
See, you're one of those smart people who do stuff like that. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Of course, that don't match, but...
No, but you take that would match. It's just probably going to be a little
Oh, that's going to be cute.
darker. And you always want to make sure that the hard knot part is at the top.
Okay.
Because that's going to rest on the head.
Okay, that makes good sense.
Just lay a bead of hot glue.
I love hot glue.
It's always stringy.
Hot glue was the best invention, though, wasn't it?
It was. And just wrap your ribbon around. Kind of trim it off.
Look at that. Oh, that is so smart, and that's so cute.
And
It's
then
adorable like that.
There's your basic, headband, and then you can put, a lot of people do the pink together,
Yeah,
have
the
a
pink and brown. Oh, I love that.
Pink and brown.
Oh, that's cute. And you're just kind of working it in. And like you said,
And
you
just
can
working into that,
interchange.
and you
Look
can
at that.
You can have one headband and 15 bows to match it.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
So, and they're just interchangeable.
Oh, that is so
cheap,
cute.
easy. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cute. All right, what are you going to show us now?
I guess I'm just going to show you how to make a basic bow.
Okay.
We'll just make it up to that. I like to use the wide ribbon. The grosgrain is probably my favorite, but your satin with a lot of stuff is dressier. So
Now, how wide would you say that is? Inch,
I
inch
think
and a half?
Yeah, probably so, about 1.5 inches.
All right.
But I don't measure. I have no clue. Somebody said, you know, I don't know. So I just, you know.
You eye measure.
And then I just take it between my thumb and forefingers.
And pinch it in.
Pinch it in.
Okay.
And then just you can make your loop as big as you want. You can make it as small as you want. And then just kind of work it in. And then you're going to fold the top back over.
Now, do you fold that under or over?
You like that, yeah.
Under?
With the double side, it's kind of like with.
Oh, okay. So
you
it'll
have to
be- I
keep
see
your
what you're
sides.
saying. Okay. And you pinch the bottom also? Okay.
Kind of fold it in like you're feeding it in like this.
Okay. Like that? Oh, man. I'm amazed.
You just, you know,
Just keep on?
just 2 loops. I like the 3 loops, but you know, some people that like the 2 loops, just kind of according to what you like.
I always say more is better.
Right.
The gaudier, the better. The louder you are, the better
Right.
you look, right?
And the more, when you first start, I can look back at some of the first bows that I've made, and I think, gosh, those look awful. It's just the more you tie, the better you get.
Now, are you thinking that the big thing is the scrunching?
I think
Correct,
so. I think that's what makes them fluffy and full.
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
I think that's what makes them full.
Mine's not so good,
But it's but you've got.
I
the
kind of got
scrunch.
the idea.
Yeah. And then I just use. I think actually this is just like a jewelry wire. Get at Walmart.
Okay.
And I just kind of pinch it. Pull it around. And just kind of like a twist tie on a bread. And you can also use the twist ties off of bread on
That's a
these
good
if you
idea.
don't, if you're out.
I want you to look at that.
It's not hard. Just practice. I watched my mom make them for my sister.
Well, I was going to ask you where you got
My
the
mom, I have a sister that's almost 20 years younger than I am.
idea. Really?
So my mom made a lot of her hair bows and stuff, and I just kind of watched my mom and just kind of done things a little different, not always the same. And that's just,
Kind of tweaked it to suit you.
yes.
I want you to look
And
at
then,
that. Oh, that is so cute.
This is my favorite. I love these 2 colors.
Oh, I do
So I'm
too.
going to make another.
All right, so you'll do exactly the same
same thing.
And now this I notice is a little bit.
It's a little wider. If you're going to do a double bow, what I call a double bow, you always want to start with your largest ribbon on the bottom and then work your way up.
Okay. Now, if we use the same size ribbon, it would just kind of
It
cancel
just
each
kind of,
other out.
it just kind of blends together.
All right.
And then you're just going to keep doing, and I always make the
notice you're
inner
making that
bow a little
smaller.
smaller, right?
And I notice you're just holding that and you're just kind of pushing
Pushing
it
it
in.
in,
Okay.
just kind of like feeding it in there.
I need to not be afraid of the ribbon.
Right, don't be afraid of the ribbon. It's just, you know, it's ribbon and it's workable, and if you mess up and it's creased, shoot it under the iron and it straightens it out.
That's a good idea. Plus, a little ribbon never hurt nobody,
Right.
did it? Oh, look at that. Man, you just whip these things up.
And I rent several
That's
pair of scissors
cute.
before I realized I need to be using a wire cutter. So,
Oh, trying to cut the wire.
trying to
like
cut
that.
the wire, yeah.
Let me ask you about your scissors. Is that the biggest pair you could find?
Yeah, it is. Actually, this was a gift from one of my students
I
one
love
year.
those.
And it's the best cutting pair of scissors I have.
Oh,
So I
those are
I put
awesome.
it in my craft stuff.
This is like a Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Now this one looks a little bit
It
better
does.
than the
Yeah.
last one.
It's
did.
just the more that you work with it, you know, you get the hang of it.
Now that
So,
does look
yeah.
a little bit better. All right.
And then after you get it tied off, if you want to tie it off,
No, that's all right.
sure?
It don't look that good. Thank you, though.
you know, you can tie it off and then fluff it, and it, you know,
Pull it out.
and if it looks uneven, you can kind of even manipulate it through the wire. That's one good thing about using the wire. And then you just want to kind of, and I usually try to have a end on each side,
Okay.
and then just lay it down on top of that.
And then
Take
hook
another
them
piece of
together.
wire. You can use fishing string on this too if you don't have wire.
I've got a lot of fishing string too.
Yeah, you can use fishing string. It's a lot harder because you're having to tie it off.
And it seems like you'd have to have somebody hold it or
you do.
lay it down or something. So wire would be the best.
Wire is your best bet, yes.
And now, do you use a certain gauge of wire, or
I think that I just look for kind of a pliable wire, and that's just really, it's thin, and I think it's actually like jewelry wire, but you know, it works. But you could use any gauge. You know,
Excellent.
The bigger the gauge of wire you get, kind of the harder it is to twist and manipulate in the ribbon.
And so this one does very well.
It does. And then for your center, you can do just a flat.
Oh,
And leave it like that.
Cute.
But now I love a knot. It just makes these.
I was trying to look for an example of a flat one. Is that a flat one? Okay. That's right.
That's the
okay,
flat,
there's
yeah.
an example of the flat.
Right.
I like that. And that would probably work well if you were going to hook
If
something
you stack
else
them
in there.
together. Yes.
Good. You'll tell us about
Yes.
that in a minute, too.
And then just, I always take it and fold it in half. And then just kind of tighten a knot. That's it.
That is so cute.
And then I just kind of pull it down and guess.
Through Pee-wee scissors.
With our baby scissors. And then these little French barrette clips. You can get a pack of them, you know, a couple of bucks, not that much. And I'm always worst about wondering, you know, if I'm a mom putting the hair bow in, because I've seen them that's backwards.
Yes.
So I'm always bad to pretend I'm putting it in to see how to glue that on.
Well, that's a good idea, though.
So.
Now, how would you know which was backwards on this one?
The barrette, really on the hair bow, it didn't matter. I just kind of look to see which way it looks best after you get it on. But I just put me a little bit in the center to start with. And then just kind of center it up.
Now, see, I'm glad you showed us that. You're putting it side to side.
Right.
See, I'm thinking that I may have gone the other way.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you showed us that, side to side.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I always go back and do just a little glue on the side here. Kind of glue that center ribbon down. And it kind of centers your bow on your barrette. Oops.
That is cute.
And then it had the little spring that kind of helps clip it on. I took it off.
Oh, okay.
And then you take your knot.
That knot is just cute. And it seems like you could do it in even a different color
You could do it in black. Yeah, you could. And your ends that are kind of folded, I cheat. I'll put a little glue there to hold them together.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea,
Because
though.
when you're gluing it down, after you glue it down, if they're not held together, they're going to come apart and it's not going to stay on.
Yeah. So where you fold it in half is where you're
run a little
gluing
bit,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Run a little bit of glue there. Cut that. And you might want to hold that for just a second. And see, that's where see where I was talking about the glue? Just kind of put a little under there to hold it. And that is one thing about hot glue. And I try to buy the ones that are the low temp so they don't string as bad.
Is that the key to that?
It is.
Because it seems like no matter what.
The low temp guns didn't seem to, this is a low temp gun, but this
still strings.
It still strings, but not as bad.
Well, it's just
and
part of it.
And then it's just.
And now, do you put this bracket back in it?
You're going to put the bracket back in there.
Clips in.
Just slide it in.
Now, I want you to look at that. You haven't spent probably 5, 10 minutes
No
on
time
that.
at all.
That is so cute.
Yes.
You know, and if we went to buy one of these in a store somewhere, it wouldn't be nearly this cute.
No.
And it'd be probably $10.
I think like $7, maybe $7, $8.
Yeah.
And, you know, you may have a couple of dollars in your ribbon. You might have $5 tops in the ribbon.
But you could make how many out of this?
You can get out of a spool with the big wide. I can get about 4 bows, 4 medium-sized bows out of that.
So that's a good.
Yeah.
And me having to buy 2 hair bows for my twins,
Right.
that runs into some money.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
And a lot of little girls wear the pigtails, and they want what they call pigtail bows, so they match.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, cute.
But that's
now,
just
what is a
simple.
pigtail bow? Is that what you would say? This is a pigtail bow?
Yeah, you could.
Any one of them?
Because somebody called me and wanted some pigtail bows, and I was like, okay, what are pigtail bows?
pigtail?
And she said, well, I just need 2 that match for her pigtails.
Oh, I
And
see what you're
yeah.
saying, 2 on
Yeah,
each
on the side. Yes,
okay.
one for each bow, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Cute.
and then this one,
Yeah.
I call these my stackable bows, I guess. It's just the same basic bow that we made. And instead of doing the knot, you fold your ribbon, but the big wide, I fold it, the ends meet in the center
Okay.
to make it slim.
Uh-huh.
Glue it the same way
Okay.
at the bottom, but you've got this flat surface here, and you can make the smaller barrettes and put them on the alligator clips.
I know you can also buy the alligator clips. They're very inexpensive.
They're very
as
inexpensive
well.
too. You can get those in the craft aisle, and then
Look at
just
that.
stick it on
That is
there,
so
and you can have 2
cute.
bows. You can wear it with or without.
And what you were talking about is if you make yourself one of these with the little alligator clips, you can interchange them.
Right, you
to
can
all
interchange them with
kinds
any of
stuff.
them.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right.
Well, oh, that's adorable. Look at that. Oh, that's just so
Oh, yeah.
cute. How many great ideas.
Yes.
Now, what are you doing with this?
Oh, okay. This.
We probably glued it to something.
Okay. There's always, I know with me, when I make my bows up, I have a hard time finding something to keep them from getting mashed in.
Yes.
So this is a hair bow holder, and this is just a little inexpensive, crafty thing, 97 cents in the craft department.
Wow.
And ribbon, you can get some coordinating ribbon. I love polka dots. So, and all you're gonna do is just bring this home, get you some coordinating ribbon.
And I love the way you always cut them at angles, too.
I do, yeah,
That's
and I just
cute.
think an angle is a better cut. And then you're just gonna put some hot glue on the back.
Again, make sure it's going the right way.
Make sure it's going the right way. Yeah, I'm about to turn that. And then just pull that out.
Look at that.
You know, however, as far as you want. And you can take a can top and make a hanger for this. You just glue the little
To hang on the wall.
Yeah, and make it hang on the wall.
And this is an example of one that you've used a little something different.
Right, yes.
I want you to look at that. That is so cute.
These are just letters purchased from the craft shop, and I painted them. And
oh, you did that?
I did. I
They were
painted
just
them. They were just a basic wood.
letters?
I painted them, and then while they were still really sticky wet, I throw the glitter on because all girls love glitter. So I throw the glitter on, and then after it dries, then it needs a clear coat over it so that the glitter will
Stay on.
Stay on.
What do you use for a clear coat? Do you use a spray?
Just a spray,
Okay.
just a clear coat spray,
Also on the craft aisle?
or the hardware, either way.
Okay, because I think that Krylon, the spray paint people,
you
they
can-
make
you
one,
can-
don't they?
Yes, you
All
can.
right.
And just spray it on there, and that'll hold your glitter and keep it from getting knocked and bunged off. And I put 2 runners on these. But it's just a good way to kind of get the bows up and keep them from getting mushed.
That is so, so cute. And then also, I noticed this little button. That
These
is
are
so
buttons.
cute.
I love buttons.
I love the holders. That's a great solution.
And those are great birthday presents, inexpensive and very,
Yes.
go down, pick it up. You can do one in less than an hour.
Wow.
So yeah.
It'll dry and everything in that
Yes,
time.
yes, it should.
You make this sound so easy. I'm going
It
to call
is.
and chew you out if I get started on this. I'm just kidding.
It's easy. But these are my button barrettes. And it's just your basic buttons. You can get different shapes, sizes. And then you just take there's a barrette. And they don't have to be perfectly spaced. And you're just, again, going to use your hot glue gun.
Oh, that's so cute how you've done that with the little stack there.
And you're just going to just glue them across. We'll do this one all one color layer.
Oh, cute.
And the one good thing about doing the buttons, if you mess up, you can pop them off
Oh, that's a good idea.
and, and start over.
Look at that. Now, I noticed that those work perfectly. What size buttons would you say these are? Just kind of a medium,
Just a
little?
Yeah.
sorta-
I got them in a pack. They were all together.
Yes, I love these. I've seen these packs before with the different sizes and stuff. I love and the primary colors.
Oh, yeah,
I love
yeah.
those.
And then you just kind of, you can just
keep on
be
going.
as creative and crafty as you want to with them.
Where in the world did you decide to do all this? Did you come up with this? Did your mother make the button ones also?
No, she didn't. I had a friend who needed just some colors and we didn't have the ribbon. And I said, you know what? I've got some buttons. Let's see what we can do. And we actually came up with it. But this is just the bow making and stuff. It's just, I love to do crafts and it's just my stress, you know, living in a house with 3 males.
You need
And
a
I'm the
stress
only
reliever.
female. Yeah, we need a stress reliever. I needed one.
Oh, that is
It's
just adorable.
There's a limey gray one. That's okay. We'll use a yellow. That's okay.
All right. That is so
Simple.
cute, and what great colors too. I love the combination.
Yeah. And you cannot go wrong with any colors, I don't think. You know.
Oh, that is so cute. And then let it dry.
And then
pop
just
in
let it
somebody's
dry
hand.
and wear it. Yeah.
Oh, I love
It's ready
that.
to wear.
That is very cute. Now, this I noticed is another kind of holder
It is.
that you come up with. What's your ring there?
It is a shower curtain ring.
I can't believe it. Do you know how many of those I've thrown away over the years?
I know, yeah. It's amazing. And I actually thought about this. I needed for a auction something to take, and I knew I could make the bows, but I needed a holder, and I had a pack of these just laying in the kitchen or in the bathroom, and I thought, well, why can't I use that? So I did. And it's just take your ribbon, just lock it down. Take your ribbon. Let's see. What is just
Oh,
an
that's
orange here.
cute.
And you're just gonna glue it to start. And you're just gonna wrap. Uh-oh, okay, we're good. You're just gonna wrap it around just end to end. And you can even put bows on those to decorate them. You know, at the top, I have put like a big bow up here to decorate them.
Cute. Oh, just like made a bow and then
Just
glued it
step
to
on the
it or
top
hooked
just
it.
for some decoration.
You could even change those out if you
You
use
could.
the wire.
And then these, I haven't really found a good way other than just to hang them on a nail or just one of those plastic white hooks that you can get.
Yeah, or even a cup hook may work.
Yeah.
I know I've got those laying around all over the
Yeah.
house.
You know,
And I've
I know
never
that-
owned that many cups. I don't know where they all came from.
But yeah, and you just, you know, it's just
And do you glue it at any point?
we glued it at the
before?
beginning.
Okay.
And then you just kind of keep a tight wrap on it all the way around.
Okay, so you cover the whole thing.
I
hook
cover
and
the
all.
whole thing.
All right.
Yeah. And then I'll kind of go back over where that had the little hole.
The hook.
Yeah, and I'll kind of just go back over
Clasp.
it,
And then just glue that.
hot glue it. And then you just want to trim that off.
Okay.
And then so you've got your cover. And then you may want to do a solid color to go with it, like the orange. You could do that has a little bit of yellow in it.
Oh yeah, that'd
You
be
could do the
cute.
yellow, and you can do it like in the wide or in the narrow. I think the wider you have,
They seem to do better.
they hold better. And on that, you're just going to take it. Oops. Just where you glued it before. I'm just going to kind of guess at this one.
You're expert measuring?
Yeah.
Hey, it looks to me like it works wonderfully.
And then I always try to wrap it around to cover up your raw edge here. Lay you another bead of glue down.
Now, what about your raw edges? You said you stopped and bought a new lighter.
I did. When I do my ribbons, a lot of times they'll fray.
Yeah, that is a problem.
It is.
And then they look ratty.
Right.
And then, of course, you don't want to cut it
Right.
because then it makes it
and
shorter
then
and shorter.
If the kids will pull on it, it makes your bow shorter and you'll ruin it.
Yes.
If you'll just take a lighter and just kind of hold it up against the edge, and it kind of melts it, you can kind of feel it. How it makes a...
Oh, it did put a nice edge
yeah.
on it.
And then that way your ribbon's not going to fray. And you want to do that to all your hair bows, too,
Okay.
to keep those from fraying.
Now, have you ever caught one on fire?
Yes.
One of the hazards,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that's
now,
one of the
how about
hazards.
this satin? Can you do that
Same
for
thing
that
with
too?
the satin.
Wow.
I mean, you just kind of have to...
Watch what you
Don't
do.
get up there real close. But see, it
Obviously,
runs your...
the children don't need to try
Right,
this,
exactly.
of
This
course,
is
fire.
but if the children were doing it, they have the fray check
Okay.
you can get, and you can run it on there. But on the satin, it leaves like a film, and it doesn't work good. But like your grow grains, it'll work too. But I just think that the let's see, we can probably run a bead on that. I just think that the lighter is the best way to do it.
Got some beautiful ribbons. Do you just
Thank
kind of
you.
collect them wherever you go?
I do.
Did you see that's
I
nice?
kind of, like women have passion for purses and shoes.
Oh, yeah.
I have that too, but ribbon too. If I'm somewhere neat, like I found this, I couldn't resist. It was
Right,
so
had to
cute.
get it.
Yeah, I had to get it.
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a blast. Thank you so
You're
much for
welcome.
coming and sharing that with
You're
us.
very welcome. Thanks for having
Well,
me.
you're very welcome. This is wonderful. I can't wait to get started on this. This is going to be great. Next time you see my girls, they'll be all due to go, hopefully. Well, that's our show for today. If you'd like to get in touch with us, email us at handmadetn@bltv.net or like us on Facebook at HandMade Tennessee. Thanks very much to our special guest, LeAnne Grissom.
Thank you.
LeAnne. I'm Kimberly Vance, and I hope you've been inspired to create your own HandMade Tennessee. If you enjoyed today's show, check us out on Facebook for other shows and information at www.facebook.com/HandmadeTennessee. You can also email us your comments or suggestions to handmadetn@bltv.net.